Hi everybody. I see a lot of drawing videos on the YouTube in the short version, long version, and all draw little simple things like eyes, like objects. Let's do something complicated, like architecture, this kind of work with perspective. Hello, Liam. Louis Liam, how are you? So let's draw a Paris. What you think? This is not so complicated perspective, but I will show you how to manage the composition firstly, then do the drawing. So this part here and this part here, that is the golden ratio in photography. Smaller part, bigger part. Simple line. And then you have it. Just watch and enjoy the process, and I draw with this kind of graphite leads. It's nice to draw because I can shade. You can see how it is, how can this graphite leave the color so easily on the paper. I will try the best to do the realistic work here, not just the sketching. So be patient. If you have some questions about drawing techniques, just leave a comment. Architectural drawings are hard to do because you have a lot of different perspectives in the drawing. So you must consider a lot of parts, a lot of details, a lot of different approaches. And when you do the hard work, you learn that way. Don't go away from the exploring. Hello, everyone. So basically this is will be the drawing of the Paris, same like here. I will now rush some parts of the drawing just for you not to be bored. This is the 1% of good. Always can be better, you know. There are a lot of these buildings around Arc de Triomphe. This is the street where connect to Champs-Élysées and have eight, eight different lines of the street. So 8 streets, but here I can see 1, 2, 3. I lived there for 4 months when I study in Paris and visit a lot of galleries. I'm from Bosnia. Do you know where is Bosnia in Europe? So it is Southeast Europe, but the western part of the in the middle of Europe, but they call it Southeast of Europe. But we are Western-oriented nation. Tell me where you are watching me from. From where you are watching right now. Like I said in the beginning on the video, I will try my best to do realistic drawing, not just the sketching process like in that fast YouTube shorts. Now let's find these streets and the rooftops. Paris have that unique kind of rooftops with the chimneys and that grayish color of the metallic finish that you don't see anywhere else in the world. Look how I draw the New York here with the ink. This is the also surrealistic one with the coffee. I do this one 2015 with coffee. Bridge, baguette, bread, croissant. They call it. I say croissant, and maybe possibly 80% of the people, but French they said croissants. You can see different kind of perspectives here, but let's back to our drawing here. This is 10 minutes of work. Oh, Saudi Arabia. Salam alaikum, Saudi Arabia. Maybe you one day visit Bosnia. I will try my best to do the realistic one, not too fast. I want you to see the process of shading here. I draw with graphite leads. Maybe you to consider to try also different approach to your drawing techniques and drawing exploration. Don't rush yourself. Enjoy the process. I do this for fun, not for YouTube, not for some fame. I am recognized in my country and region. I had my first independent exhibition show, solo exhibition in Paris in 2002, long ago. After that, 2003, Copenhagen, also 45 days of solo exhibition. After that, Piacenza, Italy. After Piacenza, Naarden, Netherlands. It is the king city. After that, Belgrade. After Belgrade, Vienna, and many other cities. So 18 independent exhibitions, home and abroad. I also have deal to have the solo exhibition in New York City, but happens September 11 and everything was cancelled. So maybe next time, who knows? Maybe some way lead me to the New York City. Do you ever heard about Enki Bilal, Bosnian French comic book artist, famous one, who have a solo independent exhibition in the Louvre, first comic book artist who ever have solo exhibition in the Museum of Louvre. So this is kind of drawing approach that you can see in his trilogies, drawing comic. He draw famous comics books. Find that in your local libraries or bookstores. In Paris, they have a, or Copenhagen, I saw they have a the mall or some kind of supermarket for the only for the comics. So people come with that long uh, and big boxes to buy them for friends, for family, for birthday, for presents. People like to read, all kind of generations to read books, to read comics. That is what I saw in the West, and that really surprised me. I like that. What do you think? How this looking now? Now some shading very light one. You you can do it with 2 fingers like this, not like this with your elbow. Not this one, but very light shading to have that sfumato, because here it's sun comes up from this side, from the right to the left. I must find some phone holder when I'm doing these live streams to make better quality videos for you guys there. I had one, but it have a broken legs, so I throw it in the garbage. There are hundreds of thousands of buildings here, so you must find a way to break that thousands into lines and shapes. So put some line here and there, make that facades opens. There are always sacral objects in these famous European cities with that round tops, the round domes. Let's take a little rest to consider what to do next. Let's go this part here. The circle, the famous Parisian circle. Did you know that you can go beneath this Arc of Triumph all the way from this side to the Champs-Élysées, their entrance on the Champs-Élysées? I walk from beneath, I walk through the doors. I don't be on the rooftop because it's 20 euros to climb there. Let's do like this so you can see better. Cars. You have like in Sarajevo, eternal flame here. From this side you have a fallen soldier, an unknown fallen soldier buried here. cities like Paris, London, New York have that huge blocks of buildings, and if you are artist, you have a big trouble there. To depict that kind of perspective that is urban one. You can find 300 plus art shorts in my channel. I don't know if people like that kind of art that I'm doing, and sometimes I make fun with art. Did you ever hear about Dadaism, the art movement in the beginning of the First World War, when some artists moved from the European countries to the Switzerland, to the Zurich, city of Zurich, and Zurich, and they managed to escape the war because that is the insanity for them to people kill each other because of different thoughts, religion, or manifestations. You can see right now what's happening in the world, in Palestine, and in the Ukraine, everywhere insanity. I hope that you can see this somebody right now. I love it, so thank you very much. I don't know if my Wi-Fi connection is good. There have been some problems with internet lately, but I will do my best. From my side, I cannot control the internet. I love these kind of structural, complicated drawings. It gives me sense of what can I do. Am I in position to do better or worst that I can? What I can do here to improve what I know, what I learned in these 30 plus years of drawing. I'm an academic artist. I consider this YouTube platform like a window to the old world, and I saw there the from which countries you people are watching me. I'm satisfied. 500 plus thousand of views in the last 4 months. I get 500 plus thousand views in the last 4 months. That is the biggest art exhibition in the world. And that is what makes me happy. So in the 21st century, we have all that possibilities that artists didn't have before. You have Van Gogh who sold only one painting in the lifetime, and if you saw the movie about Van Gogh, Netherlands famous artist, with the famous American actor William Defoe, I have a chance to meet in person. Personally, I met William Defoe and speak with him in film festival, and it is for me one of the best actors from the era of the 70s and the 80s. I think he lives in New York City. I don't know, but I apparently eventually I met him and speak with him, and it's a very nice person and very big artist. The movie is called at eternity gates, so try to find that video if you like art. Let's try to draw some Parisian chimneys here. You have the small ones, the longer ones, sometimes very near to the windows. This is part of Champs-Élysées here. You must see this one in the lifetime. But be prepared to carry 2-3 pairs of shoes, sneakers, possibly the best choice are sneakers, because you will walk 50-60 kilometers in few days. What do you think now about this progress in this drawing? Is it good or can be better? With this artistic lead, it is maybe 5 millimeters, half of centimeter wide graphite drawing tool. I can do this, but this is not artistic to do with fingers. I can do this easily, but I don't want. Hello there, ALTACC. But because I'm a professional, I don't like to do things like the beginners. I do it in the hard way. If you want to learn to draw complicated compositions, I consider you to look in some good quality comic books like Alan Ford, that is Italian one. You can find the American ones also. In the 90s, there was one that we all read that is called Tex Willer. It is a Ranger style of comic book. Then Zagor, Black, then Ninja. Ninja was very popular in in the 80s. I'm a child from 80s, you know. I'm born in 1978, but 80s I consider the best years of my childhood. I have one big bus here, so it make me problems now because it is white bus. This is what I can saw here. See here, this is the photograph made after rain. So the surface of the asphalt shines. Maybe this photo is better. Some cars speeding here. Speeding in the rain. Turning around. Turning right. People try to cross the street. Did you hear about art movement from Italy before Second World War? And it is called futurism, future like future, futur, from Italian, Latin, futurism. And that artistic movement leads, unfortunately, to fascism. Thank you very much for your nice comments. Let's put some paint, this building here. Oh, it is. they have these buildings to protect there from outside world with inside. Like in New York City, inside the space, so a lot of uh, um, windows inside of this block apartment. Inside yard. Paris is one of the famous but also one of the cities that never sleep, so it is very dangerous one. Next time I will draw New York City, then London, then New Delhi, maybe Tokyo, then who knows? Tell me in the comments which city do you like me to draw? Maybe your city. Because the rain, the fall and buildings can be so in the asphalt, some parts, not all, so you can give that perspective to the drawing. Did you ever to do that, like in the water? So if I wanted, if I didn't hold the phone in my left hand, because I always draw with my right hand, I can do better. I also do hyper realistic ones back in the days. I do pointillistic, I do surrealistic mostly, but I sold maybe 500 paintings and 300 drawings this size, 50.70 centimeters. But I don't do that anymore because my paintings and drawings are very expensive and people often don't have money to buy them. So I have my price and I don't want my work to have all the people who want them. I decide who will have my artworks. I think this part must be, I must put some lines, more lines to make it your look, to people look from this part and then go always to the Eiffel Tower. There are darker shades that I can put here. just to improve that light effect. And the street is also, asphalt is black. Let's go back to the buildings. Some angles here. Some round shapes, like rooftops. Maybe the railway station or Air fast train station. Saint-Lazare, maybe. How many money I spend on the metro tickets, oh my god. Oof. Consider to subscribe to help me grow this channel. Leave the comments so I can know what you people like, what you want in art, to learn, to improve, whatever. Just leave the comments. I do, you can saw maybe 100 those kind of so-called childish artistic drawings only for the views, to approach that 1,000 subscribers, because I saw the people, younger generations like that kind of stuff, to go fast videos. But I like this one. This is art, not that kind of to throw the color on the paper and say, hey, send this to the artist. That is so stupid. But people like to watch this video, send this to the artist to make him happy. Oh, for God's sake, stop. I will stop that, but maybe people wanted to see this kind of art, not send it to the artist videos, art shorts. They want that 3 million views of the art shorts to push your channel. Who can give you 3 million people? I'm not president of United States to get 3 million views. Are you satisfied with this work? two cities one near other. This can be a nice painting. New York City and Paris, one near another. Let's start a new one. This is Istanbul. Istanbul. This is the dome of Hagia Sophia. These are obviously seagulls. This is Galata Tower, mosque, minaret, Bosphorus. I need a paper, so because of that I'm turning the pages. Let's draw another one. Let's find London now. Oh, this one, maybe Big Ben. Oh, this one is nice. With different kind of perspectives. In first part of this video I draw Paris to show the perspective in the drawing, urbanistic perspective with different kinds of aspects of shading, and now I draw London first time. So this is the Big Ben, some kind of AI photograph that I found. Light comes from different sides, from the right. You can see on the chimneys how they leave these shades in the left side. Let's draw the bridges over Thames River. Lovely, to make them lovely jubbly, like in the old series from the 80s. Only horse, only fools and horses. Did you saw that serial? Famous Mr. Bean, British humor. Famous British architecture and humor. These are artistic leads, graphite leads, sorry, but I must sharpen this one. You can use this kind of sharpener. Oh, I must also change this one because it's too small. Let's use this umber color. Because British love the cookies, I must have one. I need a better one because this one doesn't leave any color. I don't know why. Maybe this one to try. Oh, this one is better. This is better. Draw in shades. You can lately make changes. Find the packing paper. That is what we are used to work in the academies. Big packing papers, brownish one, and practice with charcoal. So I will finish this work tomorrow. Thank you for your time because my battery is really low in the power, and consider to watch this video somehow if you have find your time tomorrow. Thank you very much for your watching.